At this time, it is my great pleasure to introduce our next speaker, who without him this day would not be possible, our Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Stephen Harper.
Well, that was quite a moment. It's not every day in your life you get to sign for Pandas. Bon matin tout le monde. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Lisa, for that kind introduction. Special greetings to Ambassador Zhang. Thank you for coming from Ottawa to join us, Ambassador. I also want to welcome all of my colleagues from both houses of the Parliament of Canada. Greetings also to Mayor Rob Ford and to John Triconia of the Toronto Zoo. Pleased to have you with us. Distinguished guests, mesdames et messieurs, ladies and gentlemen. Just over a year ago, Lorene and I were in Chongqing. We had the very rare opportunity to actually hold a panda cub. They do wriggle. They're shy. They do wriggle. Just ask Lorene. For us, that was certainly one of the highlights of our time in China. Lors de notre visite à ce zoo,
our visit at this zoo, I had the immense pleasure of assisting to the signature of an accord between the Zoo of Toronto, the Zoo of Calgary, and the Chinese authorities with regard to the visit of two giant pandas to Canada.
It was my great pleasure to witness the signing of a 10-year agreement. An agreement between the Toronto Zoo, the Calgary Zoo, and Chinese authorities for the visit of two giant pandas to Canada. As Lisa just said, it has been more than 20 years since Canadians have had the opportunity to see giant pandas in our zoos. And friends, today our wait is almost over.
I'm very happy to officially greet in Canada, two representatives of China, Shun and Damao.
To officially welcome to Canada, I know we all are, to officially welcome to Canada a pair of China's national treasures, Shun and Damao. Give them a big hand. These giant pandas will spend 5 years each at the Toronto and Calgary zoos, where they will undoubtedly delight Canadians young and old throughout the duration of their stay. I know that our family is looking forward to visiting Shun and Damao at the Toronto Zoo as soon as they've adjusted to their new life in Canada.
I want to offer my sincere thanks to our precious partners in this initiative.
I would be remiss if I did not offer my sincere thanks to our partners in this initiative. First, to Fedex Express Canada, who delivered this precious cargo safely, on time, and as we can see behind us, in style. FedEx has also committed to regularly ship the bamboo that these pandas require to thrive in Canada over the next 10 years. Now, when you consider that a giant panda can eat up to 100 pounds of bamboo every day, their commitment is indeed a significant one. So give a big hand to FedEx for that. I also wish to extend my thanks to the Toronto and Calgary zoos, as well as their many generous supporters.
With all the conditions of the agreement, both zoos will ensure within this initiative with relation to panda research and its conservation.
Both zoos will invest in panda research and conservation initiatives. These efforts will make it possible for future generations to experience these magnificent animals up close and in person, so congratulations to the Toronto Zoo and the Calgary Zoo for making this happen. Lastly, I want to offer my sincere thanks to the Government of China for sharing these two pandas, symbols of peace and friendship with all Canadians.
Canada and China are strategic partners. We have an active economic relationship, and people who live in both our countries have made solid relationships.
We enjoy an active economic relationship and strong people-to-people ties. Over the coming years, these pandas will help us learn more about one another while serving as a reminder of our deepening relationship, a relationship based on mutual respect and growing collaboration. So through you, Ambassador, thank you to the government of China for this wonderful gesture. It is truly an honor to be entrusted with their care. Encore une fois, merci tout le monde. Once again, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
For being here. It's a great day. Merci.
Thank you, Prime Minister, very much indeed. I know that I speak on behalf of everyone here and behalf of all Canadians when I say that we are absolutely thrilled by today's special Panda arrival, and we have you to thank for that. Thank you for everything that you and your government have done to make this dream become an absolute reality. It is now my pleasure to invite China's Ambassador to Canada, Ambassador Zhang, to come forward now to deliver his remarks.
Right Honourable Prime Minister Stephen Harper and Mrs. Harper, Ms. Lisa Listen, President of Fedex, John Chagona, CEO of Toronto Zone, Senators, MPs, and my Consul General Fang Li. Let me express my heartfelt gratitude to the Right Honourable Prime Minister Stephen Harper for your warm remarks. Thank you and Mrs. Harper for being here with us to welcome the VIPs, that is, very important pandas from China. And congratulations again, Prime Minister, for fulfilling the panda dream of the Canadian people, which couldn't have come true without your personal commitment. When I first landed in Ottawa some 2 years ago, it was the chief protocol from DFAT of Foreign Ministry who picked me up in the airport. Yet today, Shun and Mao, the two new envoys of friendship from China, are accorded with such a grand welcoming ceremony. But instead of being jealous, I'm thrilled and overjoyed. Just imagine how joyful the Canadian people will be when they see the pandas at such a close distance, especially the kids. As an old Chinese saying goes, the relationship between the two countries is based on the affection between their peoples. One of the strategic consensus reached by our two leadership is that the long-term solid growth of Sino-Canadian relationship is based on our people-to-people links. The arrival of Shun and Mao today is yet another highlight of the exchanges between our two nations. And for the next decade to come, these pandas will be bringing happiness and friendship, and they are going to make a hit here in Canada. China is committed for many more years to come to further promote the mutual understanding and friendship between our two peoples. Finally, let me also thank the Toronto Zoo for a remarkable job done in preparation for the settle down of this couple. My gratitude also goes to all those who have given their blessing and support to these two adorable creatures. And on a more serious note, ladies and gentlemen, China and Canada are doing the right thing by joining hands together in protecting these endangered species. So I'm pretty sure that Shun and Mao will live happily here, and I also hope they will soon produce some junior Kung Fu pandas. Thank you.